Wow, what a time to be alive, huh? Isn't it cool how that can be said at any given moment and it works? What a time to be alive. What does it even mean? It's up to you. I want to say thanks to my Uber driver today. That individual drove as though we had somewhere to be, and for that I am incredibly appreciative. Ever been in an Uber and you're like, I guess we're just going for a friendly ride. We're just going for a friendly ride. I don't love those versions of a ride, but I get it. I imagine if I was driving all day too, at some point I'd be like in cruise control, quite literally. Our autopilot? Anyway, whatever. Doesn't matter. Neither here nor there. Just want to give a shout out to this gorgeous, gorgeous person. And I mean gorgeous internally. Drove as though we had somewhere to be, and we did. And I feel an immense amount of gratitude for him. And for the people in New York City who are delivering food via Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, etc. Genuinely heroes to me. Thank you. I thanks to you all, sincerely. What a job, and honestly, you are seeing to it that we are all eating, because I would not be eating if it weren't for you. So I'm nourished, and it is thanks to you. So thanks to you. I've been thinking a lot, though, because I don't like to leave my home, it turns out. I found out. I want to bring back apartment and home hangs this year. We don't do enough of that. We're always out to eat. Mind you, I love eating out. I love being at home, love eating out. But I really enjoy a home hang. Doesn't have to be my home. In fact, rather it not be, which is not true. It depends. It depends on who you are. But I feel like we should bring back home hangs. So simple, like just hey, I'm going to knock on the neighbor's door and hopefully you know them. And just like, hey, we're going to hang out together. What happened to that? What a lost art. The few times I've had home hangs in the last 12 months, I have thoroughly enjoyed myself. They're some of my most cherished memories from the last 12 months, is just being in my home or a friend's home doing absolutely nothing, no agenda, not even like, oh, we're going to watch a movie or we're doing game night. Those are great too. But just like, I'm coming over and I'm in my pajamas and we're just sitting around talking, shooting the shit. I love it. Why don't we do more of it? Maybe people are doing this, but I'm like, bring it back. We don't have to be at an establishment. We don't always have to be in an establishment. I love you. I love time with you. And it doesn't have to cost anything. We're already paying rent and mortgages. Let's take advantage of that. Let's make it work for us. And so I want to bring those back. That's my petition for this year, for myself and my community, and also for you, is bring back home hangs. Because some of my also most cherished memories from childhood is like 15 cousins coming over for the holidays and being piled into my home. So people would be like, what are you doing for the holidays? No one was staying at a hotel. Hadn't heard of those. It was like, everyone's staying here. This is a 3-bedroom home, and there will be 20 people staying here for 3 nights. I love that. I love that. I miss that. Some people are probably still doing that, and it's special, I feel. Anyway, bring back home hangs. We don't have to go to a restaurant, though I would love to. But I'd love to kick it with you at your house. It's free. I don't have to dress up. I don't have to wear shoes. When have you ever seen a sign on a home door that says no shoes, no shirt, no service? Never seen it. I haven't seen it. You can have your shoes off in my house. In fact, it's preferred. By the way, a thing I wasn't even worried about before I moved to New York, because, I lived in LA before and people could wear their shoes in my home. And now it's like shoes off at the door. And recently my physical therapist was like, I think it's so weird that people let people walk around their homes with shoes on. And I had to tell her I used to be one of those people, but now I get it. And I wouldn't dare now. But it's weird because every once in a while I do have that rule, but today I forgot my headphones in the apartment. I had my shoes on and I was like, I don't feel like taking the shoes off. So I was tiptoeing with my dirty shoes around my apartment, as though that makes a difference. But in my mind, it does. Tiptoeing. There's still something about it that is acknowledging that this is gross in a way. And somehow I think that cleans the germs up. Just the acknowledgement that this is nasty. I shouldn't be doing it. I'll walk on my toes. And now there are less germs because I've thought about it. Doesn't work that way, but I wish it did. Anyway, my next guest is someone I know and I love, and who the first time we ever hung out in a meaningful way was at his apartment with his wife. No, it wasn't anything freaky. Get your mind out of the damn gutter. It was wholesome. and he made me a cocktail, and I'm going to talk to him about it. I'll see if he remembers. Anyway, keep watching. It's going to get juicy. Couture. Oh my gosh, Mothman, what's the first thing I said to you besides you were late when you arrived?
You didn't even say that.
I didn't? I thought I screamed it. Not when I saw you from here.
Which, by the way, look, my driver got lost.
What's up with drivers?
I'm just
kidding.
Had
a great driver.
It's totally on me.
It's on you because you walked from the gym.
Yeah.
Where you were in the sauna. Do you
steam,
not want this? You don't want the public to know?
No.
Steam. Because you said steam and cream, which sounds sexual, but
steam
it wasn't.
Steam and cream. It's not. It's not.
It's actual body.
Steam for, as long as your body will allow. And then, once your face is a little bit dry, you put their luscious cream on your face. Steam.
Where do you go?
And then
you don't have to say
where.
You don't have to say, because if they're not paying you for an endorsement.
They're not.
Okay, then we won't say. Okay, great. Well, because you look great. And
Thank you.
The other thing I said to you when you came in is you look rich.
I look rich?
Yeah.
That's right. You did.
You look wealthy. Do you feel rich?
Right now I do, with you saying it over and over again. I feel like $1 million.
Yeah, you look like $1 million. And then I was like, who dressed you? Which was rude.
No, it's
not. But then he dressed himself. Who needs a stylist when you're Alex fucking Moffat?
Exactly. If anything, it's a nice compliment.
Yeah.
It's not rude.
Okay.
You look friggin' amazing.
Thank you
As
so
always,
much.
Though.
No, thank you. No.
Is someone dressing you?
No, I dressed me today.
Get out of here.
I dressed me. I won't get it. If I got out of here, we wouldn't have a podcast. We would.
I would sit here staring down the barrel for an hour.
Looking rich as fuck.
As frick.
Okay. As frick. Because this is a family podcast.
Thank you.
I should do an intro because that is rude that I have an intro to you. Because
a little bit.
So this is the intro we have. I do need to read it because I feel I don't know this man. I've worked with this man, but I feel I don't know him.
Where is this going?
My next guest, I've been talking to him for a little bit now.
Your next guest.
An actor. My next guest is chiming in, and you're loud. I want you to chime in on this bio.
Which intro?
Wait. No spoilers. I'm going to read this one. No spoilers.
No, never.
Okay. My next guest is an actor, comedian, and writer. Do you like how I keep checking in with him? You know him from Saturday Night Live, The Bear, and Bad Monkey. It's Alex Moffat. But Alex Moffat sent a different bio that he would like read.
Why are you assuming that I wrote?
Because the email I received minutes ago said Alex sent another bio. In fact, I'm going to...
Look, somebody wrote it. I'm not saying I wrote it.
Okay, someone wrote it, but this is what I got. An email that says... Alex asked me to let you know he's running 15 minutes late because you were steaming creaming. Did you feel like you could have left the steam room a little earlier?
No.
Okay, understood. And then second, I love you. Second, then it says Alex also asked me to send along this bio instead.
Again.
And then this person said, I told him it's too long, but I'm passing along for your viewing pleasure.
Yeah.
Because that's my job.
Right.
Anyway, this is the bio that someone sent over for Alex Moffat. I'm going to read it. A latter-day Errol Flynn, Alex Moffat, the Moff Dog, is a long-winded son of a bitch with blue eyes and a fat ass. We can confirm the blue eyes, fat ass. Hopefully they'll keep recording when he exits, and I'll let the audience determine.
Right.
Again, someone wrote this. Father, husband, son, brother, uncle, actor, comedian, Hoofer, not Hooper, Hoofer, baller, and Zaddy. Best known for 5 amazing seasons as a main cast member on Saturday Night Live, and one that was sort of meh. He can be seen in many films and shows like The Bear and Bad Monkey. As a master thespian, the Moff Dog, multiple W's, in fact, 5, made his off-Broadway debut in Big Gay Jamboree, his Broadway debut in The Cottage, and will soon start rehearsals for the off-Broadway premiere of Bigfoot, the musical. He's 5'10", 175 pounds of pure dada. Are you willing to shave?
Always.
Okay. That's the bio someone sent over.
Cool.
Okay.
That's good. Thank you for that.
Don't thank me. Thank whoever wrote it.
That's really good. And I assume you did. So thank you.
I would never have said that you had a mess season on SNL.
I'm just saying collectively, I mean, if I was on there for 6 years, 6 seasons, I got to assume if you total up the episodes where I sort of blew chunks, it's going to add up to one full season.
Can I ask, did you ever have a sketch or an update go on that you were part of the creative process on, meaning like wrote it, conceptualized it? No. Okay. That's a lie.
Go ahead.
That made it to air that you're like, I wish this never saw the light of day.
That I wish had never
Honestly,
seen.
don't be PC. We haven't been
No,
PC
this
yet.
isn't PC. Well, I just didn't have a great batting average as far as like getting things that came out of my brain to get on air.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So the ones that actually went the distance, I can't think of one off the bat where I'm like, I wish that had never come out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think every one I'll stand by.
I don't know. That's giving good seasons. What? That's giving good. That's giving excellence to me, because I feel like we all have things that are like, oh, I wish I would have done this differently.
Sure. Oh, that doesn't necessarily mean that I was terrific in every single thing that I was in that I didn't create myself.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
You've got good perspective.
I try.
You do. You have.
I'm so happy to see you.
I'm so happy to see you.
You know, when I think of good perspective, truly, I think of you often, and I think of you as somebody who has amazing perspective.
Thank you, Moffman.
You are quoted in the Moffat house often. Particularly this quote, you will probably hopefully it's something you say all the time, but one time you said to me, "Oh, the discomfort lies with them."
Oh, yes.
And I thought, wow, that's powerful.
From my mom,
yes.
From the mind of my mother.
What's your mom's name?
My mom's name is Okie.
Okie.
Yeah.
Okie.
I call
it's
her
a great
Okie
quote.
Doke. I don't, but behind her back I do.
Okie doke.
I call her Okie Doke behind her back. Or Oaks behind her back. But yeah, it's a good piece of advice, because sometimes you have to have an uncomfortable conversation, or there's a lot of things that make me uncomfortable, believe it or not. But I'll be like, I don't really want to broach that subject, but then it's like, I do need to address this thing that you said or did that did not make me feel good, and honestly, you are the perpetrator, and so I actually have to pass that back to you. It is uncomfortable, but it's actually yours.
Yes.
Yeah. And when's the last time you've said that, besides just now, that you remember?
When was the last time?
Or what happened?
What a great question, and I should have come prepared.
Listen, when I go on podcasts too, and people, we've been talking, but when I go on podcasts too, and people ask me questions like that, I'm like, I want to answer this honestly and truthfully, but now I'm having to transport my brain to a place it's not. So we will wait. We'll put hold music on while you think of the answer.
Oh yeah, I guess you can just edit this.
I will request that they don't. Lately, I've been asking people questions that are
you'll
thinkers,
want
and
the
now
full 20 minutes that it takes for me to think of
remember.
the story.
Because this is a dada.
I'm a dada.
And so he's got other things.
I got a.
Or it doesn't have to be the last time you, or a time.
A time.
How about that?
Let's see. The discomfort lies with them. I mean, the example that comes to mind, I don't feel like saying. It's not my story to tell, but I've said it to my wife in various times.
Okay.
And she says it to me. We both quote you.
Oh.
When was a time? God, this could be great radio.
But you know what? It could be, but then you can't remember.
I can't remember a thing. Do you know why? Because I flew on Sunday. And I landed with a head like a lead balloon. Yeah. And it has stayed like that.
And you just boiled your brains in the steam room and
I
creamed.
boiled my whole
brain.
Hopefully
we'll be able to talk about something today. And if we
I don't know that we will.
No, I think
We're
will.
Off to a flying start.
Do you remember this?
Tell me.
Having me over to your apartment. I think I talk about this too often and almost every time I see you.
Really?
But yeah, having me over to your apartment my first season of SNL for a Moffat.
Mm-hmm.
I never say it right, and I always need you there to
There's no wrong way
But it's
to
a
say
Moffat Manhattan.
It's a Manhattan made by a Moffat.
What's the twist, though? Is there any twist to your recipe?
I bloop some of the Luxardo cherry juice in there, so it's just got a hint of some cherry syrup.
I love it. It's got a little hint of. Okay.
Somebody's like walking their dog listening to the podcast, and they're like, ugh, yeah, why do you do that smacky thing?
The sound equivalent of the word moist. What you just did.
Which is a great word.
What's your favorite word?
Moist.
You're lying.
Dewey.
Dewey? Oh, it's a good one. It's also a name.
Dewey.
Dewey?
Yeah. Dewey defeats Truman.
Dewey defeats Truman. What does it mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah. Is that a TV show or movie? I'm sorry. I've literally never
You've never seen Dewey defeats Truman?
I've never seen anything, and it's a thing.
Honestly,
I'm embarrassed by it. I don't know
you
what
shouldn't be.
anything is.
I'm the same way. And by the way, it's not a TV show. There's a famous photograph of Harry Truman holding up a newspaper. It was assumed that he was going to lose in a landslide.
Who is Harry Truman? I'm kidding. Okay, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He had a podcast in the 40s.
Okay.
He was supposed to lose to this guy Dewey, and everybody just called it in Dewey's favor. And even to the point where newspapers printed headlines that said Dewey defeats Truman. So there's a picture of Harry S. Truman, aka the buck stops here.
Okay.
Who holding up a newspaper that says Dewey defeats Truman, as he's kind of smirking like, well, that didn't happen.
Well, we printed all these fucking newspapers.
Yeah,
what
exactly.
You gonna do with this? Wipe your asses with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Wipe your asses because
Yes.
I won. Truman defeats Dewey.
Truman defeats Dewey. So that's what Dewey defeats Truman is. But by the way, I'm with you. With so many people, they're like, you haven't seen Dewey defeats Truman or whatever the TV show is or whatever. I'm way behind.
There's
and that's
too many
okay.
things to see
Yes.
and know in this life.
Are there
And my
ever?
brain is this big.
Same here.
Okay, my brain's that big. I can't know.
You
and
got a
see
good
everything.
brain.
Thank you. Well, I do what I can. I think I posture as though it's a good brain.
As do I, as we all must.
Yes, I pretend it's a good brain. Sometimes I'll be like, "Oh yeah, Dewey defeats Truman." I'm like, "Oh yeah,
Right.
good. I
Yeah,
know
that's
that."
a
But
great
I'm glad
flick.
to ask because maybe there's people listening and watching.
There
who
are plenty
also-
of people who
that
won't
don't
know.
know.
Yeah.
And it's okay. I actually think it's a sign of confidence to be like, "Oh, I don't know." Genuinely love that when people go, "I don't know what that is."
I've never done that.
You've never.
I always just pretend like yes. No, I agree. I think it's a good sign. We can just be like, I've never heard of that.
Yes.
What? No.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Mothman, you're a two-time father.
Yes. Two-time father.
Two-time father.
Yes.
Not a two-timing father.
No.
But a two-time father.
Correct.
Meaning you have two children.
I do.
Can
you believe that?
I cannot. I met
Me
you when you
neither.
had 0 children.
You what?
Met you when you had 0 children.
That's true.
And then you went and
At
created.
the time, I had negative children. I've
Really?
gone. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, because I was gonna say, what is negative children? Like a tragedy.
No.
Okay.
That could be
Okay.
misinterpreted. No,
Cut
you're
that
right.
out.
I had
Okay.
0.
Don't cut that out.
No. Cut nothing out.
Okay.
Even when I couldn't think of a single story to tell.
But sometimes you don't want to. I asked. That is such a personal thing. Like the discomfort belongs to them. And so, like, when I ask you to tell me a time you've used it, you might have had something top of mind, but also maybe the things that do come to mind are things you don't want to share.
Yeah.
You remain a little, elusive as a
Thank you.
person. You didn't have social media for a while.
Correct.
But now let's go back to you being a 2-time father.
Let's.
You had
Yes.
0, and then
I
you
had
have 2.
0 when you came to my place and we had a couple of Moffat Hattons and then went out for some delicious din
At Jacob's Pickles.
I didn't know if
love.
you were going to say the name of the place.
I drop names. Honestly, no one's sponsoring me, and I'm constantly dropping
Brought
brand
to you
names.
by Jacob's Pickles.
Brought to you by that delicious biscuit.
Yes.
At Jacob's
And then I
Pickles.
remember once or twice.
You're gonna say you saw me.
Yeah.
You
I
saw
walked
me.
by that restaurant and I was like, wait.
And I go,
Eggy
you
Boom?
introduced me,
Yeah.
and I'm way up here because we lived. Now we're a little closer, but you lived uptown.
Yes, I was
I
uptown.
lived downtown.
You're a downtown
and
gal.
so I was way up there by
You
you.
were very cool. But now you're a Brooklyn gal.
I'm a Brooklyn gal, and I ran into Moffat in Brooklyn the other day. The other day could mean anywhere as recently as a week or 6 months. But at some point in this year, I ran into you.
Yep. You were walking your doggy?
I was walking my dog.
Yeah.
Little Chief.
Chief? Aw,
Yeah. Little
cute.
Chief. He's the best. So kids.
2 kids.
Did you always know you wanted to be a dad?
That's a loaded question. I always.
We have time because we're here to talk.
No.
Okay.
Did I know I wanted to be a dad? Yes, but it was not top of mind for me for a very long time. I was not one of those people I was not at all in a rush to go have a kid, and being a fellow actor and whatever else we do, this career takes a lot of feathering the nest and putting in your hours and all that kind of stuff. And there are years and years and years where it might be downright irresponsible to have a child.
Yeah.
And so it was not something that was on my radar for a very long time.
Yeah.
But then once the opportunity arose, if you will,
Yes.
I was all in, and also I can honestly say it's been the greatest thing that's ever happened to me by 5 million miles. Like nothing else is even in the same universe with it.
That is stunning to hear. Truly.
And I am happy that it's the truth that like both of these kids, I'm like, particularly right now, my son is 4 months old. So he's kind of, a hairy little sack of meat who is gorgeous and beautiful. And I love him. And he's starting to smile a lot and like even cackle, and he smiles with his whole body. It's adorable. So I adore this child with every fiber of my being. But I will say my daughter, who is almost 5, is I don't know. I don't even know how to describe what the last 5 years have been like getting to spend every day with that girl, because it is truly like magic. It's amazing.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
that's so
it's
cool.
The greatest.
Does it feel like a part of your heart lives outside of you? I've heard it described that way.
Yes.
Is that an accurate?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is really special.
Yeah.
Dang, you make me want to go get pregnant tonight.
Do it.
I'm going to go get pregnant tonight.
Do it.
Okay. All right.
Pull the goalie.
I know. Pull the goalie. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
In the middle of intercourse, pull the goalie.
Well, then I didn't know what sort of measures you were taking, to not.
Because the goalie could be anything.
The goalie could be anything.
Goalie could be an IUD.
Uh-huh.
A goalie could be a
Often
condom.
it is.
A goalie could be a condom.
Yep.
Goalie could be the pull-out method.
Often is.
I'm going to just
and
name
I will tell
all
you,
the types of contraceptives.
That one is not as effective as the first two you mentioned.
Sure, for some, depending on how much you've practiced. Like anything else.
You're right.
Practice could make perfect.
Yes, although you practice that enough, statistically, you are bound to have it not work.
At some point.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't teach women enough about their bodies in school, I have to say.
Oh, what a hoax. Yeah, they do.
This is not some controversial take.
Sure they do.
You can only get pregnant like twice a month as a woman.
What's that?
It's like you can only get pregnant like is this
right.
Wrong?
No,
also, by the way, don't listen to me. Please don't listen. I do not want to be responsible for the conception of children.
No.
But to my understanding,
why not?
You can only get pregnant like twice, 3 times a month. You've got to be ovulating.
You're right. I mean, what you know this better than I do.
I just learned it.
Oh God. Well, yes,
I'm a grown woman.
It's part of why if a couple is like trying, then there are certain times a month where they're like, we gotta go, we gotta get it in.
That sounds so awful when I hear about that, where it becomes
of
like I've heard about couples scheduling sex for the sake of like intimacy and being like, we're so busy schedules, we need to connect,
right?
Which which also sounds like, oh damn, what about the romance and the unpredictability of it, whatever. But then being like, we've got to have sex right now because we're trying, sounds so stressful. And like, how's everybody supposed to perform?
Right.
Oh my gosh.
I hear you.
Godspeed.
It takes a lot of the fun out of it.
Yeah.
But also, we've been pretty lucky where it hasn't been like, we gotta, strap on the feed bag. Let's get it. Let's get after it.
Imagine that before sex. Okay, all right.
I'm gonna read ESPN scores and
that's
articles.
Making me so wet right
now. Do what you gotta do. I'll be here. I'm just a hog with seed.
This sounds awful.
I know, it does sound awful.
Sounds awful.
And I have friends who are like, oh, it was not. I guess I'm impersonating. If a lot of my friends from growing up are listening, they're going to know exactly who I'm doing an impression of. He was like, yeah, we had to schedule it. And it was not as much fun as you'd think.
No one assumes that's fun. I just want to, for the record, say that. But
this was long before I had kids.
Sure. Yeah. But speaking of your friends,
yeah.
Did you, while you were saying that you were not top of mind thinking about having a child, right? And obviously because you were focused on your career, at any point did you feel like looking at friends who, because you're from Chicago, looking at friends who had kids earlier than you had, did you in any way feel like, oh, I'm missing out, or I'm doing something wrong, or I should be? Any pressure there?
There was some pressure. I mean, there was pressure about a lot of things because, you know, a lot of my friends from growing up and high school and college have had very successful careers in other fields. And so, you know, when I was like 28 and made $11,000 that year and lived in a closet, and friends of mine are like, yeah, might be getting VP this year. I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? And then it was like another 6 years before anything happened anyway.
Yeah.
So it was like bleak for a while.
Yeah.
Now, when I say bleak, I was also having a blast.
Sure.
And you know, I wouldn't change a thing, but yes, like friends of mine, and some friends of mine had kids in their 20s, and that part I was like, yeah, go for it. I'm not ready for that.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say that it was the kids thing that I was ever like, well, I want one. Why can't I have it? That part was not eluding me. It was the like some sort of semblance of success, if you will, that a lot of my friends had in whatever chosen career they had, that I had to wait a very long time to feel.
Did you, at any point in that window of time when you're making $11,000 to...
That was 1 year. That was a down year.
Okay, you just want to let the people know, because look at this man. He wasn't making $11,000 for more than a year.
That was 1 year.
I told you came in here looking rich, demanding tea.
Yes.
And a freshly laundered handkerchief.
More than 11,000 this year.
Oh, yeah, you did. It looks like you did. What a brag.
Right? That's my brag for this cast.
I hope you made more than 11,000 last year.
Scarcely.
But in the time where you weren't really successful by your own metric,
right,
and by comparison, by comparing to your friends, were you at any point like, I need to change careers, I need to do something differently?
Oddly, no.
Really? Cool.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah.
I mean, I had other like things that I would dabble in. Like I always had a day job, and it was always something kind of weird enough where it was like the schedule would still allow me to go and improvise and do sketch and my solo character bullshit.
You say it with such disdain.
Well, I just mean
sketch and fucking
my fucking
character shows,
making up songs.
Does it make you feel like a dumbass in retrospect?
I guess.
You're like,
otherwise, why would I use that tone?
Yeah, that tone is very telling.
Very telling. But no, there was never a time when because also like, you know, maybe you experience this too. You get teeny little breadcrumbs along the way. Obviously, it didn't all happen at once, but even like as a, 25-year-old, it's like, whoa, I just got cast in a Writing 5 show in Donnie's Skybox? That's pretty good. I'm kind of ahead of schedule here.
I'm really doing it right now.
And then only a short 2 years later, I'm performing in the Stardust Theater on the Norwegian Jewel for Norwegian Cruise Lines.
Oh,
I'm kind of killing it.
Very Second City of you guys in the cruises.
Yeah.
Did you like living on a boat?
For 3.5 of the 4 months, yeah, I loved it.
Really?
You know, Cecily was in the same cast.
She was in the same cast on the boat with you 3.5 of the 4 months. So what was that 2-week span that you hated? What happened?
It all just fell apart.
This is at the end.
It is at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know Cess did this as well.
Yeah.
I can't really see Cess being on a boat for that long.
She killed it.
No, of course she's a phenomenal
No,
talent,
I know. I just mean
boat life. She killed boat life.
Boat life. Yeah. It was but also there are only so many things to do on a cruise ship, and so you kind of end up going to the crew bar and buying a 75-cent bottle of wine.
Okay.
Almost every night.
75
Excuse me. It was 75 cents a glass, but
Okay.
you could buy a whole bottle of wine for I think $1.75.
Less than $2 Chuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it tastes like shit.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't
it
think
was
so.
fine. It was
Okay,
fine.
fascinating.
In my recollection, I
Okay.
wouldn't recommend it today.
Yeah.
Also, in my case, it was like, yeah, why not? I'll drink 9 Coronas again tonight. Why not? Why wouldn't
That's what
I?
it feels like. The only thing that, like, when I think about what it would be like to live on a cruise ship,
That's what
for
it is.
4 months.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Lord.
Do you have any crazy stories from being on the cruise ship? Like really
Crazy
juicy.
stories.
Juicy. Anything juicy.
I I hooked up with a girl who was the Spongebob on a cruise ship.
Like, were you taking off her costume for her?
That I don't recall.
Damn,
I don't
that would have
think
been so good.
No,
Or bad.
it was Halloween, so it was a different costume.
Oh, what was she for Halloween?
Don't remember.
Wow, she didn't make an impression.
No, she absolutely
She
did.
performed well. Okay. okay.
Great SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Great
yeah, of course,
SpongeBob.
that's what I meant.
That's my craziest cruise ship story.
You know what? You're a father. I shouldn't be asking you stuff.
Yeah,
like,
why are you
your kids
asking
could
me this?
See this one day.
Yeah.
And be like, my dad is. You're right. Hold on. Let's get back to respectable topics.
Yes.
You know why
Yeah.
not? I would hate for your kids to. All
Cut
right.
that out.
Cut that
Edit.
out. I don't want them knowing you've ever had sex with anyone other than their mother.
Right. Oh, but well, we don't have to get into it.
We
but,
just shouldn't.
I was also in a relationship, and I don't know why I'm saying this. This is all
Because this is a podcast.
This is a
we have
podcast.
fun,
We
and
dive
we
in.
talk.
Anyway, it was actually not sex. It was because the girl that I was dating back home, before we left, kind of said like, "Hey, I realize you're going on a cruise ship, and it's going to basically be an all-you-can everything buffet. So what say we're going to keep this open. God bless, have fun, but maybe don't go all the way there.
So no home base.
No home base, if
Everything
you will.
but.
Yeah. And so I adhered to that.
Wow.
Just to be clear.
Yeah, because I would hate for her. Now I'm thinking about her seeing this and be like, wait, he broke
Yeah,
the
exactly.
rules.
And
Yeah, okay.
and I'm here to tell you, however many, 15 years later, however many,
You followed the rules.
Sure did.
Had you been in open relationships before that?
No.
Okay.
I mean, not open relationships in the sense that like we sat down and talked about it. Here's how we're going to do this ethical monogamy thing. I was in other relationships where it was clear we weren't like exclusive.
Okay, got it.
But not in a like long-term committed one where we sort of made rules and where,
That's cool. So she offered that up. She was just like, hey,
we
not
had already been
delusional.
open.
Oh, okay.
And then going on the cruise ship, that was actually just putting sort of a governor, if you will, to on the whole situation, to be like, here's the only way I'm going to be comfortable with this. And I was like, that's fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's almost like whatever happens on the water is
True.
it's its
And
own
there
thing.
yes, but also that's not how it ended up. I mean, it's very. Have you ever been in an open relationship?
No, never.
Okay.
I wouldn't
It's
be able to
hard.
do that.
Yeah. And
I
I
would
don't
never
think
even try.
it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
I don't think it was necessary. We tried.
Yeah.
I think our hearts were in the right place, but it
Yeah.
was not a great situation.
You're not going to want to tell me how this ended.
We broke up.
Well, sure.
It was long after the cruise ship, if that
Okay.
helps.
It wasn't anything that happened on the ocean.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, because you
was-
did your part.
Yeah.
Wow. That's so. It's just open relationships. I'm like Godspeed to the people who are able.
Godspeed.
I do not have the skill set.
I hear you.
I don't have the
I'm
skill
glad that we sort of did that, and I learned a lot from it. And I don't think that it's what I would want necessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brave of you to try, I have to say. I
Thanks.
salute you, King. I salute
We tried.
I salute you, King. But speaking of relationships,
Please.
you said something the last time I saw you, we ran into each other in Brooklyn. But before that, we were at some event. Do you remember? And I don't know where, but on our way out, and I was like, we'll have to get together. And now we didn't, but now we're on the podcast.
No, this is us getting together.
This is us getting together. If you want to hang out with me, you got to come to the podcast. That's
Apparently so.
no.
Am I going to be on like the next 3 episodes so we can finally catch up?
Yes,
Great.
properly.
Let's do it.
But you have to sign like a release that's
waiver.
like you have to tell me all the tea. But is that you said we were talking about a relationship I was once in where I was like, oh, I feel like I'd have to like pull this person,
Yes.
drag them through life. Like
Yeah.
really nice person, but I would have to be like, come on, we're going here.
I think
and
I
like,
ran into you and that person at maybe.
we're gonna cut that out.
Okay. Well, I've run into you with several.
We're cutting that out.
Cut it out.
Cut that out because
Cut.
I don't want that person to feel. So we'll move on.
Great.
But we did.
Yes.
But yes, we did. Yes. So we are cutting that out. I often joke, cut it out, but I'm like,
And
we're cutting
and we're
that.
nothing
I feel bad
happened. We're
for
still
them.
chatting.
No. We'll cut it out. We'll put it on the Substack for subscribers to
Great.
the Substack.
Okay.
Subscribe
Sorry.
to the Substack if you want to see who the person is that Alex was referring to. Mind you, my friend here has been so cagey and I've honored it. And then here,
Me?
yeah, you.
No, I'm so. You're right.
Yes, your shirt is open, but you're being cagey.
Oh God, cagey? Am I cagey?
You're being cagey.
I've
you're
opened
not
up about topics I can't believe I've been talking about.
Really? Are we gonna get an email from your lawyer after this?
Yes. All of them.
Being like, can the you have how many lawyers do you have? 5?
Oh, where do I begin? No, I've got one.
Okay.
I've got one. But he works at a firm where there's more than 5.
There's so many names. Every law office, there's like 7 names.
Nwodim and Moffat.
Nwodim and Moffat and Michaels and Gardner.
Yep.
And Obama.
Yep.
And
That would be our law firm.
keep going. I feel like we
Yumi,
need more.
Heidi, Lauren, and Michelle.
Michelle. Okay, not Barack. I feel like we need at least 2 more though.
And
Come on, get good names. Strong. Gordon Levitt.
Strong and Gordon Levitt. Cecily
I
and
was saying
Joseph
strong
Gordon-Levitt.
names. I was saying strong names.
Oh,
But
okay.
because that's so many SNL people, we need one more.
Yes.
We need one more. Non-SNL.
And
A powerful.
Grint.
Grint? Do we know them?
Isn't that Rupert Grint? Wasn't he Ron Weasley?
I believe you is what I'm going to say about everything.
So our law firm is Nwodim and Moffat and Gardner and Michaels and Obama and Strong and Gordon Levitt and Grint.
Grint. I don't know where I lost count, but that's the firm. We cannot help you.
Yeah.
And that's
We're
on the
busy.
door. We're busy. Auditioning.
We're having a holiday party.
Doing entertainment stuff. Okay. Moffat. Point is, you said that you remembered I had said, I
Yes.
feel like this person, lovely person. I would just have to kind of be like, come on through life, just constant. And there was going to never be sort of like an activation on their end.
Yeah.
And you said to me, where the F were we? Anyway, you said, when you said this to me, you were like, hey, I remember you saying this about a person you're dating. And you said, I feel like Caroline, Mothman's wife, has done that for me.
Yes. Caroline with the tiny hiney and the world's fluffiest vagina.
Every time he's been saying that for at least 7 years.
At least.
Because you said
Yes.
that when I met you.
Yeah.
Does she like that description?
She's fine with it.
You guys once sent an erotic Christmas card. Do you remember? Or was it an invitation to something?
It might have been a Valentine's Day card or
Yeah.
a New Year's card.
Maybe it was a New Year. Do you remember this?
We've sent a handful of erotic greeting cards.
I love this couple. Okay, anyway, you said that she did this for you.
Yes, my God. And actually, part of the like prep that I got for this pod, if you want to be
Oh my God, I'm
on
supposed to say
thanks, Dad.
You got to say, who do you want to say thanks to? Can you believe me and my friend just started running our mouth? I did not start the pod. Why
They'll
does anyone
cut
let
all
me have
this
a
out.
podcast?
The podcast starts
Begins
now.
Hey, Moffat, who do
Hey.
you want to say thanks to?
I want to say thanks, Caroline with the tiny hiney and the world's fluffiest vagina.
I don't know if I'll. Anyway, fluffy vagina. Do
What's
you
wrong?
want your vagina to be fluffy? Ladies, comment.
Ladies, hit us up.
Actually, everyone comment. Do we want fluffy vaginas?
Yes.
Okay. What is a fluffy?
Not everybody wants it.
A fluffy
I
vagina.
think a lot
just
of fellas are like, I prefer when a girl looks like she never started puberty. Whereas I go to the opposite end.
Fluffy vagina. You're like, you want to be lost in the woods.
Lost.
Okay.
Never to return again.
Okay.
Yeah, she's the greatest. So yes.
That's who you want to say thanks to.
Oh my God, do I ever? I mean, it was actually a hard question because I was like, I owe a big thank you, a big debt of gratitude to a lot of people. I thought of thanks, Dad, thanks, Mom. I had really wonderful parents, but yeah, because actually, partially because of that quote that you just mentioned that you said to me about that former flame. who then I've said that's how it has been with Caroline. I thought, well, since I'm talking to Eggy Boom, I'm going to say thanks, Caroline, because she has, in a way, dragged me through life. When we met at a Velveeta cheese commercial audition in October of 2012, Cocktober 2012, she...
Did you say Cocktober?
I don't think so.
Okay.
She dragged me out of a ditch. I was just a half-dead, bloated, very sad, grieving individual, which is all fine. But I was, you might say, a shadow of the Titan that I am today.
Titan, absolutely. Look at this again. Look at this man.
But so she truly, I feel like she saved my life in so many ways, and she has dragged me through life. You want to know a quick little story where I was like, ooh, this is the kind of gal that I could really that I need for moi.
Okay.
You know, because that's what a relationship should be. How does she serve my needs?
And that's it.
That's it.
That's it. How does she serve my needs,
right?
period?
Yes.
Okay.
What holes do I have that she can fill?
I will give her nothing, offer her nothing.
Right.
In fact, I will be a liability.
Exactly.
Understood. That is what a relationship is
Yes.
supposed to be. Okay.
This is I had this like trunk. I had most of my stuff in a storage space. Again, I was crushing it at the time. And she came with me to my storage unit. We had just started dating, and I had this beautiful old trunk that belonged to one of my older sisters. It was hers in like the 80s. It looked like something that had been on the Titanic. But it had had a broken lock forever. And I had just been carting this trunk around forever. And I was going to take it to wherever I was living next. Who knows? And she was like, that's a beautiful trunk. I was like, thanks. The lock's broke. And I'm just kind of carting it around for no reason. And she was, and I was like, do you want it? And she was like, sure. And I had this trunk for over a decade, and the lock had just been broken. And the next time I saw her, the trunk was in her place, and the lock was fixed. And she was like, look. And I looked in, and I hadn't looked in the trunk since I was like a kid.
Yeah.
And I was like, how did you do that? She was like, oh, I just took it to a place and they fixed the lock. I was like, yeah, I guess I could have done that at some point over the last decade, but I just didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, you do things. You say you're going to do something and then you do it.
That is so attractive in a person.
Yes.
And it's so simple.
It's so simple.
But it's like, that is a really attractive trait.
Yes.
It's like, you do what you say you're going to do.
Yes.
Phenomenal.
Yes, it was an aphrodisiac, this lock that had been fixed on this trunk.
Wow.
But also I was like, oh, you kind of have a gear in life that seems to elude me. And again, it's not that I'm saying I just glommed onto her because I was like, please save me and bring me through and make me whole again. It wasn't that, but I was just like, it was very attractive how much she was just, it was so simple to her.
Yeah.
And I just like procrastinated and put it off and stuff.
Yeah.
And she's the kind of person who'll just be like, yeah, we needed to have 40 things hung, so I just hired a TaskRabbit to come to, these are the simplest things, but instead of all these things sitting in a pile that just need to be hung, and I'm not doing it, she figures it out and does it.
That's phenomenal. So we're saying thanks to Caroline.
I'm
going to skip to the end and say with the fluffy vagina because I forgot the rest.
Yeah.
Shout out to Caroline. She is incredible.
She's incredible.
She really is. I think that's okay, particularly what a relationship is meant to be, from my understanding, with limited knowledge of them. Honey, I got limited knowledge.
Really? I think you got a lot.
It's fairly, well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's
again, one of the most grounded people I've ever met, and one of the wisest people.
Thank you, Moffman.
Like from the get-go, I was like, whoa, this person has their head, like, is just so grounded and has their head screwed on so straight. That sounds like I'm almost maybe patronizing coming out of my mouth.
No, it's so kind and
I
generous
just mean
of
it
you.
as like, I was like, and always at SNL, there was never a moment where I think anybody, myself included, was ever like, worried. I think you came in and everyone was like, oh my God, she could run this place immediately. She's already the funniest person, and now we just see what an adult she is. Good Lord. So yeah.
Kind. Thank you, Mothman. That's really generous and sweet of you.
I think also of you often when that book, The Four Agreements.
It's my favorite.
I
Do
know.
I ever?
Yeah.
Yes, it's my.
So I think of you with that and the, take nothing personally.
Yes.
And that was something we sometimes chatted about.
Yes, and it's my favorite of the Four Agreements.
Me too.
It's my favorite. It's the
My
most
mom
liberating.
my mom read that book like whenever it first came out, and we used to have these long chats in the car and over the dinner table about the agreements, and that was sort of the one that we talked the most about.
That's so beautiful, and that's the one, most moving to me off the bat when I read it, because I was like, oh my gosh, everything everyone's doing is all about them at all times, even the compliment.
Right.
Even me going, you look rich.
Yeah, that's about you.
It's about me. No, you are a mirror. No, but just, it's everything everyone does is about them and the place and the space they're in. And that is really cool. And I remember when I started at SNL, I was so grateful that you invited me over for a drink, because I didn't know anybody. People go in there and they know people.
Yeah, I
They're
guess
like,
they do. I didn't.
You didn't either?
No.
I legitimately
I
didn't.
knew Vanessa a little bit.
Yeah.
And Cecily, obviously.
Yeah. I met Chris Redd in a green room once at UCB in passing like 2 months before I got SNL. But I'm like, I literally don't know any of these people. But you were so kind and generous to be like, come over and have a drink to the
Thanks.
one.
I just kind of wanted to be
castmate.
friends with you. I was like, she seems cool.
Thanks, Mothman. I'm so
And I
grateful.
love it.
And now we have to hang out in a real way.
Sure.
Not here. But it doesn't mean the podcast is over, because I have so many more questions.
Okay.
for you.
Okay. If you say so.
I keep teasing an end. And it's not going to
Well,
end.
this has been fun.
This has been
And now
nice.
let's talk some more.
No, well, okay, you spoke about your mom and even having those lovely conversations about the Four Agreements, which is so cool. Like, we used to read with my mom, and she would have conversations with us about things we'd read. And those are such cherished moments to me.
Yeah.
When I met you at SNL, I think at one point we were off to rehearsing and a sketch on a Thursday or something, and I was like, "Are your parents so proud?" And you're like, "Well, they are not here anymore." And but you're like, "But I have."
They used to be at 30 Rock, and then they had just left that day.
Stop.
So that's what I meant by that.
Oh, I misunderstood this whole time. I thought you meant they had passed
Yeah,
away.
no, they had been in Studio 8H earlier, and so then I was like, oh, they're not here
and
anymore.
then in no way could you answer my question,
Right.
because you're like, well, they're not in the building anymore.
Yeah,
so
they
I
were
don't know.
proud of me while they were watching us rehearse that, but
Yes,
then they left,
then
so
they
they're not
left.
here.
Oh, man. My guy. I think you did something like this to me that
Probably.
day. Yes.
What, deflected?
Deflected.
Yeah, go ahead, though.
How old were you when they passed away?
Did they die? No. What if I just found out from you?
From me, that would be shit.
How old was I? I was 24 when my mom passed. I was
Okay.
29 when my dad passed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you?
So I got it all done in my 20s.
Stop! Don't
Got
talk
it all
about
out
it.
of the way.
Don't talk about it like that.
My 30s were easy in that sense. I got the biggest, shittiest, worst things that I think a person can go through. Mm-hmm. I got them done pretty early.
Yeah. I mean, did Caroline met you then after both of your parents had passed?
Yep.
So, of course you were depressed by
Yes.
the way. Not to say it's like a given, but absolutely understandable.
Yeah.
Any form of it is understandable, but
Yeah.
I'm like, there is some real context here.
Oh, yeah.
For how she found you. And how she found you, because that's the way you put it to me every time we talk about it.
Yeah.
Having had that loss at that age, how would you say it has shaped the person you are today?
I don't think it did.
You shut the front door.
How has it shaped me? I think it has given me the knowledge that everything is impermanent. And so, truly, like this morning when I took my daughter was so late to school today because I just wanted to snuggle her for a while, and that's on me. But we were like,
we love your accountability. But
we were wrestling, making up songs, snuggling, and she was just like laying on me and giggling, and it was true. And I so I have this sense that literally, I could, if I'm following in the steps of my parents and I pass early, I joke with Caroline that I'm going to live to like 45. I hope it's longer, but I have a sense that we're all going to die. It's all of this is going to come to an end. And so I think I enjoy these moments in life. It's given me the chance to like really, really, really soak in the good stuff.
That's really beautiful. And
well, I think that if you can come through grief and grieve and grieve and grieve and grieve till you can't grieve no more, I think when you come out the other side, that is one thing that it gives you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What perspective? Because I'm like, in the grand scheme of things, when you've had the experiences you've had, who the hell cares if your daughter is an hour late to school? It actually doesn't matter. I don't know how late she was, but these are those moments, I'm assuming.
To be fair, she's late every day, but she was later than usual today.
Yeah. Well, then the teachers know. She's coming.
They know.
She's coming. She's snuggling with Dad.
And I got to figure that out. Next year, she'll start kindergarten, and then they start caring about when she's there. And then by then, we'll figure it out.
But those moments with you do matter. Those moments with you do matter.
So.
And those are such important memories. And honestly, that's the stuff that matters in life.
I agree.
That's the texture, I feel like, that matters.
Yes. Now, can I ask you something?
You may. Just beware that it's my podcast.
Right. So you can cut it out wherever you want.
Go.
But I didn't realize, and I should have.
That I didn't have a dad.
What's that?
That I didn't have a dad?
Yes. I didn't know
I
this.
seem like a girl with a dad, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Right?
What maybe your podcast listeners will be like, we got to hear this story again. Probably not. But what do you mean you don't have?
Well, my parents got divorced when I was like 2.
Okay.
And I was raised by my mom, and I didn't have a relationship with my dad.
Got it.
And my dad he died.
Oh, I'm sorry. When was that?
It's okay for me. I feel for the people that were close to him, maybe. Yeah. He died like 2 summers ago. So like 2024 or 3. Oh. Yeah. Okay. But it's like we didn't have a relationship.
Very sorry.
Thank you.
You didn't have a relationship
with him
at all?
Well, no, like I knew him.
Okay.
I knew him, but my mom raised me. I lived with my mom. I did visitation when I was like younger, and then I was just raised by my mother. And yeah, we just, by my choice, didn't really have a relationship. But it wasn't like an angry, I'm mad at you, so we're not. It just like anytime we would talk, I was like, this is going to be an unpleasant experience, I feel. And it doesn't feel like a thing I need to introduce to my life. Cut that out.
My belch.
Your
as
silent
you're talking
belch.
About your dead dad.
Does my dead dad give you gas?
Apparently.
Okay, talk about my dead dad giving you gas. Yeah, so like.
Where did he, did you guys live close to each other?
No, I grew up in Baltimore. He was there at some point, and so I was doing visitation when I was younger. Then he moved to North Carolina. But I'm like friends with, my cousins on his side. Okay. We're friendly. We follow each other on Instagram. So it wasn't that, it was just like, you seem tough in a way for me that doesn't necessarily seem worth it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like the best way to put it, where I'm like, and so part of the premise of the podcast is like, it was originally like, come be my dad for a day.
Right.
What's it like? But but the reality is like, it's interesting to me to hear how people experience the relationship they have with their parents and then what they are like as parents. And not everyone on the podcast is a parent, but everyone has a parent. Mm-hmm. In some form. It's apparent that everyone has a parent. Should we write a song now?
It's apparent that everyone has a parent.
I like that song. Yeah. We would have to figure out more. But yeah, I asked Mikey when he did the podcast too, because he's like, I didn't realize, Eggy, that you didn't have a dad. And I was like, yeah, because I seem like I have a dad. And people like to go, what does it mean that you seem like you have a dad? But I'm like, we all know. Let's be, there's a nod happening off camera.
Yeah.
But no, everyone knows. Everyone knows what that seems like. But I think it has impacted me in ways that I'd have to peel back like 1,000 layers and be like, sure. I wasn't snuggling with Dad before school. I was very on time to school, and I had perfect attendance from
I don't doubt it.
2nd grade to senior year. And it means nothing, which is why I'm like, snuggle with your dad instead.
It does mean, it means something because you're mentioning it now.
But I guess what I did learn from is that it doesn't matter. And I cared so much about it when I was younger.
Perfect attendance.
Because I was like, oh, you're on a roll, baby. And it's but it literally doesn't matter.
I feel like I'm not surprised that you had perfect attendance.
Yeah. Why? Wait, why?
Why? Because you are...
I'm not fishing for a compliment.
It sure seems like you are. But here you go. No, I'm kidding. Why does it seem like you had perfect attendance? Because you again are just you seem very responsible. You seem like you have life by the balls.
Thank you. Just squeezing them.
You got a comet by the tail.
Yeah.
And you always have.
Thank you. I was a latchkey kid, single
Is that
mom.
right?
I let myself in, and I I'd
had some
eat
of that
up
too.
my meal, and I'd do my homework, and I'd do it right away.
Really?
Because
See, I was a latchkey kid who did not do his homework.
Really? Yeah. I was like, I know I need to do it, and I would get it done. And in my mind, I was like, get it done immediately, so the rest of this evening is mine, and it's not looming over me that I have to do homework at some point. I'm like, I would do it immediately, and then I'm like, I'm watching 106 in Park.
Yeah.
And now the night is mine. I'm watching Big Tigger in the basement. A lot of BET.
Yeah.
And then what else? Seventh Heaven was my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, you got to get your stuff done so that the rest of the evening is yours, baby.
Well, you were smarter than me because I would just not do it, and then so that I could feel like the time was mine, but it wasn't really mine because something was looming
in the back. But mind you, things loom. Like, I'm hearing myself describe the child I was, and I'm like, damn, but there's a lot of shit looming now. Like, you got to respond to that email, Ego.
Oh, sure.
I don't respond to emails. I don't respond to text messages, and it's getting bad.
Yeah.
How are you with all of that? Because I feel like you're responsive to me.
I'm okay.
Yeah?
I'm okay. I think I'm realizing more and more as I get older that there's some ADHD that I think had previously gone unaddressed. And so I'm not amazing when it comes to texts and emails, but I'm getting better.
It's okay.
Do you feel like the personality type at SNL, I'll attribute it to that, or just like the particular people we worked with at SNL? I think that this text and email thing of like being truly abysmal at responding to things was like a pandemic at SNL.
Meaning we caught it there.
Sure.
We caught
or
the
just
disease.
like I still like friends of ours. Some are better than others, but I feel like there's something about the personality type of whatever it is, whether it's cast or writer. Like a lot of people there are just like, and I'm one of them. I'm like friends of mine from growing up who again have chosen other career paths. Are like, you didn't respond to my text for like 14 days, and then you pretended like nothing had happened. And I'm like, yeah, I guess sorry.
I've had to practice not saying sorry for being delayed in responses.
That's true.
I really practice not being like so sorry about my delay because I'm like, there's too many.
Because you're not.
Well, I actually am. The reality is that I am, and I'm like, no, I need to set a new tone that just because you have reached out to me in written form does not mean that I can get back to you. I think about if I were to sit down and respond to everything that's come my way, just even that's on my phone right now, that would be a 2-day sort of like block out two business days. I'm going to get back to everyone. Yeah. And that's not feasible for my life. And so I have had to make peace with like, I'm not going to say sorry, though sometimes I'm like, I just really want to say sorry.
Right.
And I have to work on it because there's just too many inboxes. And I think that forever, there's too many inboxes. There's DMs, there's emails, there's text messages, and everyone's like, hey, I don't know if you got my DM, but okay, now here's an email and a text. And I go, no, that's more. And it's giving me anxiety. I'm having a visceral reaction in real time. I'm about to break out.
I just saw that.
Yeah, I'm shaking.
There's a single bead of sweat coming. No, there's not.
And so it all stresses me out. I'm like, we have to stop apologizing for not being able to get back to people in time. There's too many inboxes. We've gone too far. Yeah.
Cut it all off.
Cut it all off. One inbox.
Pull the plug on the whole.
Remember having to call someone in their home phone?
Yeah.
And having to leave a message?
Yeah.
And that was it. So you're off living your life, right? And then you go home and it's like, okay.
Truly, it makes me want to go, if somewhere there is a giant plug that we could just go doink, and then we're just back to home phones. Have you ever heard of these tin can phones?
The original phone?
The original, but yes, now there's a thing where like if you want to give your kids the the ability to communicate with other kids, but you don't want to put like a smartphone in their hand, there's basically like these new things that it's like a landline, although it does run on the internet, they're not paying me, our neighbor 2 houses down got a tin can phone, and it's like a little pink phone that looks like it was made in the 80s, and you kind of plug it into the wall, and then you can program certain numbers that they can call, and so this little girl's friends with my daughter, and so we got my daughter wants to be able to call her cousin Carter, and so she's got a tin can phone, and she can like look at the little list of the numbers and call her cousin and or her friend.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't want to give my daughter a smartphone pretty much ever.
Yeah.
Certainly not at this age, because that would be insane.
Right.
But, and in fact, even as I say this, the like giving her this tin can phone seems a little premature, but it's just taking the place of like, in olden times, we would have a landline.
Yeah.
And in theory, she could memorize her cousin's phone number and call
I remember
her.
that my cousin and I used to do handwritten letters.
Aw.
She lived in Jersey. I was in Baltimore. And we write each other letters, and we would kiss the envelope. And yeah, it's fond memories.
That's
yeah,
cute.
And the phone calls and getting in trouble for the phone bill because Jersey to Maryland, this whole long distance calling wasn't a thing, and you had to pay for that.
Yeah.
And you'd be on the phone for hours and then get a talking to.
Are you
and then
in
we'd do it
this-
again the next month.
This is so cute.
Yeah.
Are you and this cousin still close?
Not as close. Life happens.
Life happens.
Life happens, and then people move different places.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because we were obviously in different places, but we just had less responsibility.
Yes.
And we're not
How
as.
old were you when you would be doing these like marathon telephone calls?
Oh my goodness, we were probably like 11 and 10,
Cute.
and talking about what?
Right.
Even what were we even
But
talking about?
that's even better.
Running up the phone bill, talking
Yes.
about absolutely nothing.
great.
It's very, very, very sweet.
It's lovely.
Mothman, you don't want to give your daughter a phone. And
No.
if you
You
could help
kidding
it.
me?
Yeah, I get it. There's a lot on here. And I think it's better that way. What are values you
Also,
want?
she's not even 5 yet. So
No,
again,
respect.
it would literally be like I would have to I should have her taken away from me if I gave her a smartphone at this age.
I feel like somebody somewhere. I say this, that if you can conceive of a thing happening, someone somewhere on this planet is doing it, has done it.
Totally.
And so someone has given their 5-year-old a phone.
Oh,
like,
I'm
here,
sure.
take this. It's a toy.
I'm sure.
What are the values you want to instill in her and your son?
Ooh, very good question. To reach the maximum version of themselves, meaning whatever's in there, whoever they are and want to be, they just chip away all the crap that society and everybody else puts on us, and like, who do you want to be? Because I think that like my dad was such a like unique individual and truly couldn't give a shit what anybody in the world thought of him, and he was such an odd duck in the best way, eccentric, strange, even like talked like he was from like another century. It was and so I just I think individualhood is something to aspire to. So I think that's one thing. Just
Yeah.
like be yourself, be who you are,
Yeah.
and reach the maximum version of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and be
be-
kind, obviously,
Right.
but that's kind of a given. But what were you?
I
Gonna say?
love that. No, I think I don't have kids, but in my mind, part of being a parent
Till
is,
tonight. You're gonna start tonight.
I'm getting pregnant tonight.
Yes, you heard it here.
We're telling the goalie they can take their PTO. What did you say?
I said pull the goal. You've never heard that expression?
Pull the goalie. I don't know what anything is. We established that up top.
True, but you've never heard
Dewey
the term
beats-
pull the goalie?
I've heard
Gang,
pull out, but I've never heard
Ego
pull the-
Nation, right in. Who
Ego
has
Nation.
has anybody out there not heard the term pull the goalie?
I want to know who's heard this term.
I heard it on an episode of Dewey Defeats Truman.
Beautiful TV show. It's a cartoon, right?
It's a cartoon.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much from you today.
I'm so glad.
I am genuinely learning so much. I have to ask this in addition.
Uh-oh.
You said Caroline provides this sort of take initiative, get things done,
Yeah.
and you think that that's attractive and inspiring. If Caroline were in the room, what do you think she would say you provide her, honestly? And no bits.
No bits.
No bits allowed.
Crap.
It's like weddings of comedians. I'm like, enough with the bits.
I
Be
hear
for
ya.
real. What's
I
the
hear ya.
vows? What are we saying?
Right.
We're getting married. This is serious.
We can be sincere.
Yeah, we can be sincere for 30
Absolutely.
seconds.
And even longer.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's fine. We know you're funny.
Right.
Yeah.
It's enough with the bits.
Enough with the bits. Cancel them.
Cancel the bits.
If there's not a stage, cancel the bit. Okay, go.
Cancel the bit.
Okay.
What do I provide for Caroline?
What would she say?
I think a very safe place in the world. We both think of each other as like each other's home. Yeah, so I think I'm a very safe place for her, and I think I help her feel very secure and safe in the world. I think that what else do I provide? I mean, obviously, as an aspiring comedian, I provide a very fun life for her. I think we laugh our asses off every day.
I can imagine.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's also the funniest person I know. So we just kind of like, and also at times it sort of seems like, were you made for me? You know what I mean?
That's an incredible feeling.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like our senses of humor line up just enough where it's good, but also in other places where she does things where I would have like that just catch me so off guard that I just giggle my little ass off, or big fat dumper off.
Yeah, fat dumper. Who wrote that again?
Somebody from the team.
Okay, great. The team.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, those are some things that I think I provide for her.
I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that, genuinely, because do you ever see those like meet cute videos on social media where it's like, are you guys a couple? And then it's like, what do you love about him? And then the woman will say something, and it's like, what do you love about her? And then the guy will be like, she does this for me. And it's like, but what do you love about her?
Yeah, right. But that is what I love. She does that for me.
She cooks for me.
Yeah.
She's such a good cook.
She hires all the people to hang things in our house.
And
that's
fix
what I love
locks
about
and
her.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I think that's wonderful. And now it's time for a segment called That's Nice, But What About Me?
Oh, God.
Okay.
I love it already.
Damn it, we didn't talk about me enough. That's not true. We talked about me too much,
No.
frankly. I think. No?
About you?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Let's talk about you.
Well, okay, here's the thing that I think you
Can
can
I blow
advise-
my nose real quick?
Yes, I want to keep it
Keep
in
it.
though.
Keep
I don't
it.
believe things aren't
Don't
polished.
cut it. This is good
All your
radio.
favorite podcasts, this is happening. They're cutting it out. This is how the sausage is made.
Holy moly.
That's a wet one. That's wet. I hate blowing my nose. I'm a sniffle queen. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a sniffle
I
queen.
can barely even hear you. Do you know that?
Your head is swollen for real.
God.
You got to go back to steaming cream.
I gotta go steam and cream it 5 more times today.
Someone just told me to do a neti pot.
Yeah, that's
He's
not
dead.
doing anything.
You don't fuck with a
I've
neti
tried it all.
And that's why you got the allergy test done.
I did that. You know what? The biggest one is dust.
Dust? Oh, that's fucked up
Dust
because
mites,
everywhere.
cats, and dogs.
Oh.
So if you're a cat out there, get out of here.
And I have a dog, but he's hypoallergenic.
Oh.
So I've been told. I made that up. No
Do you
one told
know
me that.
something I learned yesterday about the whole cat-dog allergy thing?
Yeah.
I'm allergic to the dander.
Okay.
Caroline is allergic to the dander and the pelt.
What's the pelt?
Exactly. Because they did all of these allergy tests, these pricks,
Yeah.
and she's allergic to the pelt, meaning even if we got like a hypoallergenic dog, she'd probably still be kind of allergic.
What is pelt?
Pelt is like, you know how like you could have like a beaver pelt, like the skin.
I'm just learning so much. My
Yeah.
head is swollen.
With,
My head is
with
swollen
new knowledge.
In a different way.
In a different
I'm
way.
gonna fully Google this on my walk out of here. I want to learn
Don't
more
you
about
go
the pelt.
steam and cream because you'll lose all that knowledge.
I can't go steam and cream. I can't go steam and cream. I can't. I don't want to steam and cream. I don't like the sound of it.
Do you know that Beck and I used to sometimes go steam and cream together on a Saturday?
It sounds sexual.
Why?
I mean, don't say why. You know why.
No, I have no idea. But sometimes if we both had like a big gap,
Yeah.
in our day on Saturdays, we would be like, steam and cream?
I would go to face gym, which
Face
is
gym?
they work out your face and face muscles and massage your face.
Really? On a
on a Saturday. I've also gone to a meditation uptown on a
Good for
Saturday
you.
when it was a light Saturday. I snuck away.
Really? I did
You
my
snuck
fair
away.
share of weird
Went
sneak
to a
ways.
full-blown candlelight meditation on a Saturday
Good.
in the middle on a show day.
Sometimes those light Saturdays, you know,
Yeah,
you
you're
can
like, I know what I'm gonna do.
make
I'm
the
gonna get
most
a
of it.
Green juice and do that.
Yeah.
This is nice, but what about me?
Right. What about you?
What about me?
What do we want to
I want to ask you.
tell me?
I want to ask you how you recalibrate post SNL.
How do you recalibrate?
Because you work so much, you're so busy, the schedule's crazy, you get used to. I
Right.
feel I've already done it.
For
But like,
a second, I thought you were talking about me post SNL, and I was
No,
like, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, but like, yeah, what was the like recalibration for you? Like,
good question. It'll
Thank
take
you.
time. Do you feel like you're still recalibrating?
I know I feel recalibrated or
Good.
calibrated.
You look like $1 million.
Thank
Truly,
you
look
so much.
so like rested and
you.
clear-eyed. I mean, you kind of always do.
Thank you.
And I shouldn't say kind of, because you always do. But you know, at SNL, you see people at their like most bedraggled
I'm
worst.
so tired.
Like we all just crawled out of like a subway tunnel with Pizza Rat. But you look truly like $1 million. You seem really recalibrated. I mean, I can answer this if you want.
I'd be curious what you.
How did I recalibrate?
Yeah.
I mean, I do think that it's almost like a little bit of a grieving a death because it's a death of like a part of your life, a part of your career.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they'll have you back to do things. I've been back to do 1 or 2 things, but like it's I don't know about for you. It was like literally my dream job. My dream job, the only job I ever wanted. So the fact that era was over is sort of something that, you know, I think takes a little bit of sort of processing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're a therapy gal.
I am a therapy gal. Can you not tell I'm a therapy?
I would have assumed so,
me
but
and my books and my self-help
Right.
and my therapy. I'm sick of myself.
well, I hear you. I get that. Believe me. But yeah, I think almost treating it like the end of an era. Like, God, that was cool. That was amazing. And I need to like be able to be okay with the fact that like I don't have to. That I don't get to do that show anymore. Like that adrenaline rush on like a Saturday night. Did you feel? Was it fun for you like on a Saturday night to do that show?
I love being in front of a live audience.
Right?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So there's nothing like it, and the unpredictability of it all.
Yeah.
Thrilling, like drugs, even.
Like drugs.
Like drugs. It's like
Right.
there's nothing like that feeling.
So
yeah.
another way of recalibrating is like, okay, how am I going to get that feeling?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, do you want to do some theater?
That's what you're doing.
I'm doing, yeah.
Can I ask you, do you want your kids to think it's like one day, Daddy was on SNL? Do you hope that they think that that's cool?
I think that there's no way that they don't.
Okay. Yeah.
Do I want them to think? I don't really care.
You don't care.
I
Yeah.
think I want them to think I'm cool.
Yeah.
Actually, even that, I'm like, who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? Cool is the dumbest thing in the world.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
But I think, like, again, see my comments about my dad, who truly, like, I thought he was so cool because he truly didn't give a shit what people thought. And I think, so I think my kids will probably think it's pretty cool that I was on SNL.
Yeah.
But whether they do or not, or they'll be like, that old stinky institution, that had Trump host the year before he got elected. No thanks, Dad. You were on a part of the
podcast.
machine.
That's a different podcast. No thanks, Dad.
No thanks,
And your kids
Dad.
are going to host it. We have to give it listener advice.
Oh,
now.
okay.
Okay.
Did we talk about you enough?
Plenty.
Ah,
Are you
okay.
kidding me? I told you I'm sick of me. Okay. The guest texted their request for advice.
Oh,
Not my real
is
phone
this real?
number. Not my real phone number. This is a real ask.
Okay.
Okay. So, hi Ego, and I'm going to say and guest because they know I'm going to bring the question to the guest. I was at Target and saw my best friend holding hands, all caps, with my ex. Now they're trying to text me. What should I do? Block. Sorry, normally I volley the question to the
But you
guest.
didn't.
I didn't volley.
You had your own opinion.
Visceral reaction, knee jerk. Block. There's
Best
no
friend.
excuse. Sorry, I have no tolerance.
Okay.
Loyalty really matters to me.
I hear you.
Literally no excuse. Now they're trying to text me. And when they say they're trying to text me, is it the friend trying to text? Is it the ex trying to text? Is it both trying to text?
I assumed it was the friend.
Yeah.
Did the friend see that you saw them with
It seems like.
the ex? Probably.
Yeah.
So they're holding hands. They're like picking out toothpaste or condoms, and then they look over and they're like, "Oh crap, whoops." And now the friend is gonna be like, "Hey, so what you saw?" Like, I also think I mean, when you say this is your best friend, how long have you been best friends? I feel like people throw that around
Best friend.
a lot.
I'm not even into the best friend qualifier,
Yes.
by the way. You might hear me use it as a quick throwaway, but like at my core and part of my ethos, I don't. Best friend. What is that? Like I don't. What is I suppose I understand what it is, but I'm like, we don't have to do that. And I do think people throw best friend around and even friend. And
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
guilty of for sure throwing friend around. Like
You what?
an
You're guilty of
acquaintance.
it.
Yeah, I'll just be like, oh, my friend, because it's concise, it's whatever.
And
But
and it seems like a compliment
Yeah.
in a way.
yeah, it does. But what are you going to tell them? You're going to tell them to engage with the text.
What could it hurt?
Their feelings. It could hurt their feelings.
It could hurt their feelings. But I think, I think also blocking, I think, that's a very valid way of doing it. But you could also just engage and be like, hey, I saw that. I don't, that did hurt my feelings, and I'm gonna take some space.
I think that's fair. I think do that and then block.
Sure.
Yeah.
If it's helpful.
I think
I don't think you have to engage so much that then it like rules your life.
Yeah, they're trying to text
like,
you. And
move
also,
on.
Yeah, and if they're trying to text you in a way that's like, I'm not trying to address what you saw, and I'm just going to be like, hey, what are
Right.
you doing? You should be like, hey, you're texting because of this. I saw that. I think you saw me see you, whatever it is. And I want to say that that's really is very uncool.
Yes.
I express what you want to express. And then I think you don't have to engage. It doesn't have to be an actual block in the phone. It
Right.
could be a mental.
But also, I would say the person who wrote in, who's receiving these texts, they can say truly whatever they want in about their feelings, about what they saw, because the discomfort lies with the best friend.
Yeah, and that's what we call a full circle moment. I had to open my legs wide. That's
what we do.
That's what we do.
We're going to give a little moose knuckle to the iHeart media.
Keep it in. Do not cut that.
Do not cut. That was me, by the way. I'm not saying...
absolutely. Moffman, I absolutely love you. I adore
love you.
Thank you for doing this. Thank you for being
Great.
here.
And so now it's an intermission.
Yes.
And then now...
We'll be back.
Great.
You'll be in a different outfit.
I love you too,
and I'll
Ego.
be,
Thanks for having me.
Of course. He'll be in a different outfit. I'll be in a different outfit.
Cheers.
Salud. It's bad luck, supposedly, but what is luck?
What is luck?
What is luck? Baby,
Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
That was so fun. Personally, I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know. I say that at the end of every episode. I'm sure you enjoyed it, because if you watched to the end, surely you were intrigued. That felt like a house hang, the equivalent of a house hang. Someone I had a house hang with. How special is that? When I first got to New York and got to SNL. Love that for me. Anyway, we'll be back. But listen, if you want advice from me and my guest, you're going to have to call me and you're going to have to leave a message. It's no problem. The number is 502-849-3237. That's 502-849-3237. 502, thanks, THX. Dads. Bye, y'all. Thanks, Dad is a production of Will Ferrell's Big Money Players and iHeart podcast. I'm your host, Ego Nwodim. Our producer is Kevin Bartelt, and our executive producer is Matt Apodaca.